Good morning. Saturday. Happy Saturday. It is Let's Make Our Craft Roulette Day, card day. So I am going to attempt to make my Craft Roulette card, which we'll go over the parameters in a minute. Right now I'm trying to open up the chat. So if anybody joins me, I can see what they're saying and chit chat with them. So, volume off. So welcome those in the balcony. Hello. If you don't want to say hi, I understand. Morning, Brian. How you doing? So I'm going to make my Craft Roulette card. And episode 265, the Craft Roulette parameters are the project gift card. So it could be gift card holder, or there's all kinds of things that people are using their stretchy pants for with the idea of a gift card. I'm going to try something. It may fail. It may not. I'm going to do it live. So you guys get the chance to see how my brain works. So the colors are train. So I'm going to be using the fox reddish brown, the brown, the gray, blue, and red. Those are my colors. Because when I think of a train, I think of all those colors. And then element is science. Doing well, working on niece Maddie's 5th birthday card and your Craft Roulette card as well. Awesome. I'm glad to see I'm not the only one who's up early doing stuff. And the element is science. So I'm going to attempt, and it may not work good, but I'm going to attempt to draw a little magnifying glass and put it in the raccoon's hand so that it looks like he's doing biology, which is the study of living things. And a much bigger definition out there. If you Google it, you'll get the whole, but basically it's the study of life, of living organisms and things and stuff. Animals, plants, bugs, humans. So, all right, and random is add a flower. So I got a whole bunch of little flowers I've colored. If I'm feeling up to it, I have my Spellbinders Feel the Notes flowers over here. Can you see them? No. Right here. So I don't know if they're going to work with it. I don't know if I'm going to want to do that or not. But so that's where I'm going with this. First thing, though, is for me to build the gift card holder part. Now, you can just put a pocket on the front of a card, or I'm going to attempt to take this card base and make a mechanism on the inside. I don't have a die for it. I do have a Cricut Joy, but not everybody has it, so I'm going to attempt to do this by hand. So let's do that first. Oh, and I already did the coloring because, well, my hand, I have to take breaks with the coloring because my fingers go numb and everything. So I went ahead and did all that. And to get that color for the fox, I colored him a muted brown, and then I went over him with an orange to give me that reddish brown color. So, all right. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to measure my card is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, supposed to be. Let's measure and find out. Yes, 4 1/4. Yes, 5 1/2. So I'm going to get me a piece of paper here, and I'm going to get me a trimmer, and I'm going to think for a minute. Watch out, here comes the smoke. Linda's thinking. Run, hide, Linda's thinking. All right, so for a gift card holder, I should get a gift card out and see what size they are. I'm going to say they're like 2 by 3. So I'm going to cut this paper to 6 inches by 2, right? Yeah, let's do 6 by 2 and see what we have. And then I'm going to get me a strip that is approximately 4 inches long by 1 inch wide. Morning, Denise. I'm sorry I'm waking you up so early. Did the baby sleep last night? All right, and then I'm going to break out my big Mamma Jamma scoreboard here. And if you're looking at my scoreboard, these blue lines are lines that I have for envelope making. And then these lines up here, this red one and this blue one here, that's the 4 1/4 mark, and that's the 5 1/2. So if you're wondering why I have marks on my scoreboard, that would be why. All right, so this should be our 3 inch by 6 inch. 3 inch? Yeah. So I'm going to score this. I go in 2 inches and I go in 2 inches. That's not big enough for a thing. If I score it directly in half, so half of that would be 3. So I'm going to score it in half like this. And then I'm going to flip it over because you're supposed to fold it so that this little mountain piece, this little part that pops up from a scoring, is on the inside. That's supposedly the proper way to score because the way the fiber is pushed. So then I'm just going to bring that in. That's not the size of a gift card, guys. Well, you can slide one in like that. You can slide it in like that. So I have that. And then I have the piece that is 4. I did 1 1/2. It's supposed to be 1. I only wanted 1. I didn't want 4 1/2. So I'm going to cut a 1/2 inch off. I didn't do my measuring right. Let's do it by 1. Maybe I need more coffee. All right. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, Linda, So I want my fingers to cooperate with me. Right, so I want this to pop up like this. So I need these to go on each side of this. So you know what? I actually need this in 2 different pieces, not 1. So let's cut this in half. Did I just hide my trimmer from myself? So this is 4, so I'm going to cut it down to 2. So we're going to have 2 pieces that are 2 by 1. Make sure you're measuring it right, Linda. Measure twice, cut once. And then I'm going to score these 2 pieces that I got. I'm going to score them each at 1 inch. Can you see what I'm doing? Yeah. So I'm going to score them each at 1 inch. And if you use a little bit sturdier of a cardstock, I think it'll work better. And like I said, this may work and it may not work. I'm not an engineer, but we're making pieces that look like that. We'll see if this works, guys. We'll see if our pop-up gift card works. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go, I need one on this side and I need one on this side. So we're going to move that away. And so you don't see it on the outside. I don't know if this glue's going to come out. Oh my gosh, guys, that scrapbook.com clear craft glue that I was using, I tried to put it in this little bottle. It took forever to get it in here. Let's see if, so we're only going to put glue on one side here. Let's see if the glue will actually come out. Getting it in was atrocious. And I wanted it in this bottle because these bottles are usually easier to squeeze. You know, they're easier with the arthritis. I may have to use the Eileen's tacky glue. Let's see if this will get it going. This glue is like rubber. It's crazy. No, it doesn't want to come out of there. Well, that's not good. I wasted all that time and I can't even get the glue to come out. Let's try the Eileen's. Let's see if it works. I put it in here too. It's slow moving because it's a thicker glue, but it should come out. It should work. Oh, come on. What is going on with all my glues? Oh, this. I need that graphic that everybody has, the SpongeBob one. 2 hours later. There we go. We get. Come on. Come on. All right, we're gonna have to store it upside down. I don't know if my little glue holder will keep it there. There it goes. I'll have to keep that upside down. All right. So I'm gonna put one on one side, just like that. All right. Okay, you're up and upstairs. Woohoo! And then on the opposite side, I'm gonna put it. That should be folded that way, because this is the inside. So that's gonna go that way. So then we're gonna take this and we're gonna squeeze the glue. Say, come on, fingers, cooperate with me. Come on, glue. I don't want to play with this glue this morning. I have a little bit of the pH neutral left. We'll use it. That's what I have left. I'll have to add some water to that Eileen's glue to make it. Let's see if we can get this glue out too. I'm gonna have to use tape, guys. Y'all know I'm a glue person. So then I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna line it up like this. I want to line it up. I'm not gluing these together. I'm gluing this to this side, but I want to line it up because I want it even. So I'm just going to put that right there like that. And then I'm going to fold this down like that. So that way they'll fold like that. This might work. This might not work. Good morning, Lisa. How are you this morning? Then I'm going to take and I'm just going to put right along just 3 edges. 1, 2, and 3. Move that out of the way so I don't have that bad of a shadow. I'm just going to put some glue right along this edge, which I should have probably taped it, but oh, one more edge, Linda, right here. We got to leave it so that it stays open right there. I'll just close that like that. I need to go get a card to make sure that, check if you make this, I'm doing good. So a gift card can slide in and out of that. All right. Now, that's my goal, to have that pop up like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some glue on. You see how this one pops out like that? I'm bringing it like this, and then I'm putting my glue on. So these tabs we just made, we're going to glue it right there like that. Then we're going to flip it over. And we're going to do the same thing to this other tab. And I'm staying away from the very edge because I don't want glue on the score line. And then we're going to close that like that. And then we're going to see if this works, because I've never done this before. So this was something I had in my brain that, I could probably do that. Oh, yay! It's going to be your 100 card. So happy, the Paris. Oh, you retracted it. You didn't want me to read that. Okay. You're going to make your 100th card. Woohoo! All right, so we're going to open it. We're going to see, does it work? Well, it does. Ta-da. Keeps it right in the middle. And you just put a little gift card in there. Didn't need no special die. Just needed the paper trimmer or scissors, ruler, and that's it. And that'll pop open like that. Then we can put like some paper and stuff here. Let's get us some paper to decorate. I have some scrappy papers over here. Let's see what we got in our scraps from. I mean, you could decorate it any way you want, you know. So I'm going to use all those cute little. That matches a little too close. Oh, you're happy the parameters were good to you. Cool. Oh, I'm so tickled, Denise. You're going to try your first card. Woo, 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 woo. I'll tell you what, I wish I still had my first card so you could see it. It was horrible. When I first started trying to heat emboss, oh my gosh. Stamping, oh, it was awful. And then I wish somebody had told me about, if you don't have the Misty, about a foam, putting foam underneath the paper so that when you're stamping, you're pushing into something soft. That's why if you ever look at the rubber stamps, here, let me show you. If you ever look at the rubber stamps, you got the stamp part, right? But you got this cushion, this foamy type cushion, that rubber cushion there. That's why you're able to get a better impression. So when you're using the photopolymer stamps, there's no cushion. It's the stamp right on a hard surface. And if you're trying to put it onto a hard surface, you're going to have a hard time getting a good impression. I didn't know that. I bought stamps from May May. I got the ink, I got the paper, and I sat down, and it was this, the one that spelt out joy, and they were ornaments. And I was going to make some Christmas cards. And I stamped them, and I, for the life of me, could not get a good image. And then I got the mini Misty, and it became a game changer. It was months later I decided to try again, but this time I got a Misty, and it was a game changer. And then I found out about Stamps of Life Secret Weapon, which I got this in the Crop and Create box. This thing right here, it's foam. See how thick it is? It's got that you put that on there, and I get a good impression every time. unless the stamp is brand new and needs to be. Oh yeah, your brand new stamps, take your finger and run your hand over it, because they're conditioned. They're not going to stamp perfectly the first time when you first buy them. Try to give you some little tips so you don't get discouraged because you're not getting a good. You need to ink them and stamp them, ink them and stamp them, ink them and stamp them before you'll get a. So use a scrap piece of paper or whatever, copy paper or whatever. Don't use your expensive cardstock right off the bat. Yeah, okay, you've seen the conditioning tip. Cool. All right. Okay, so I don't know if I want to put that on there or not. Do I have a whiter piece of paper? Yeah, there we go. And this should be, where did my ruler go? I don't even know. I have a hard time reading all these. It should be like 3 by 3, right? Isn't that what I made the measurement to be? Yeah. So let's cut this out to be 2 1/4 by 2 1/4. We'll cut all the little animals into the front of the card in a minute, but there's my gift. This is my gift card part. My little scrappy dappies over here. That's for me doing the, right? That is a perfect fit. I got luckier with that scrap. These scraps are from my, Kendra's Card Challenge, the May submissions I'm working on. So this is perfectly 6 inches by 3 inches, but I want a little tiny border, so I'm going to do 5 and, no, I'm not going to cut it to 5 3/4. I'm going to have 2 pieces, one for each side. And I'm going to make it 2 3/4. Don't move it, Linda. Oh, early morning crafting is dangerous. And then I'm going to do it by 2 3/4 again. I hope I did that by 2 3/4 and not 2 1/2. I did. Okay, good deal. 2 3/4. Oh, look, that already measures perfectly. How did that happen? So we're going to measure this one at 2 and 1, 2, 3, 2 3/4. Rotate it and go 2, 1, 2, 3. And it's almost perfect. Let's just check this. Make sure we're at, yep. So, all right. So we have 2 squares that are 2 3/4 each. And we're going to tape them on. Tape it on, tape it on. That's how I made sure I didn't lose my tape. I put it on my Dumaflucci. This Dumaflucci thing. Let me put this pin back in here so I don't lose this. All right. And I should have decorated it first, but because this was a demo card, I mean, if you put these on before you actually glue it into the card, it'll be easier. Oh, sweet. They're sending you a new one. Good deal. Well, they should be. You buy a brand new mower, it should work. It shouldn't be non-working. You could always round your corners too if you want. If you want to make it a little fancier, or take a fancy die, like a heart, shape heart or something, and you could cut a heart out or whatever. you know, or a flower. You can do all kinds of cool things before you glue it in. But because this was the first time me trying to figure that out without a die, that's what I got. All right. And then we'll put some tape on the other one. Yeah, I'm a long way away from my 100 card, Linda. I think the parameters last week were a little like funky, but they weren't bad. I just was not, I don't know, I just wasn't as creative feeling. It's like I got this idea in my head and it's like, okay, well, that's what you got. I'll just put a piece across like that in the middle. One of the tricks to this tape, these release papers with sure. They sent 4. Yeah, I'm not gonna snub craft supplies, guys. If it wasn't for all my crafty friends, my supply would be way littler. I am not one to turn away from a goodie. I love goodies. Everybody loves Happy Meal. All right, let's peel all these off. I love my pokey tool. I love Gloria Wolf. I love that she made this and sent it to me special. It's special. See, it's got the little angel. Oh, wait, no, my glue one is the one with the angel. See, they match. She sent me these and they match. My little glue topper has the little angels watching over me. See the angel? And then this one has a little angel wing. I love it because I collect angels. Get as many angels around me as I can have. Oh, thank you. That's so cool. Now, when you do send it and I get it, do you mind me saying online that you sent it to me? Because when I get Happy Mail, I like to open it with everybody, especially the person who sent it to me. Like when Melissa is here, sometimes she'll send me things and I don't open it online, but I open it with her. And then I have some subscribers who have sent me stuff, but they didn't want to be named. So I don't name them. I show the stuff, but I don't name it. I don't name them. So if you don't want to be called out, just let me know because I won't. I don't want to. Now I could have inked that and it made it a little more pronounced, but it is 7:13 in the morning, y'all. I did start this idea at 6 something. It is quite early. Early. But I figured instead of sitting there and absorbing a bunch of YouTube videos, I might as well just go to my table and see if anybody else is awake, because I'm sure there's other crafters out there that are awake like me. Probably crafting. Instead of us being alone, let's do it together. Let's have our coffee together. So, all right. And we're just going to put that right there like that. There we go. And we got that pretty thing like that. Now, if you put paper, we need paper for the inside here. Which you want to be them to have a writing space on this side. So probably don't want like, let's see. You know what? If it's just one thing in an envelope, I'm tickled. It's it's not the size of anything that matters, it's the thought that counts. It's the thought. And Melissa has been doing this stuff for years, way longer than me. And so she destashes, and when she has Alexa, stop. My 7:15 in the morning weather report, that's always wrong. She tells me it's 18 degrees out. I'm in Florida. It is not 18 degrees in Florida. All right. So I'm going to cut this white paper down to 4. Wait. 4 by 5 1/4. And I'm not going to play with the tape. I'm going to use my glue. I don't even know what this card's going to say. I know that it's going to have some cute little critters, though. And it's going to have a microscope. No, not a microscope. No, not 18 degrees Celsius, Fahrenheit. I'm in Florida in the US. We go by Fahrenheit. I wouldn't even know what that is in Celsius. Yeah, she's always telling me it's 18 degrees. I know she's telling me Fahrenheit because if I just ask her what the temp is, then she gets it right. But in my morning report, for some reason, she gets it wrong. So if you look, there's space right there, that 1/4 inch border that went all the way around. Oh, okay. That goes all the way around. It won't. If you go all the way up to it, it'll hinder the movement of that. So then I need something here because I don't want to see this popped out like that. See how you can't see it there? See how it's... I'm quite proud of that, guys, because I just came up with that. I mean, it was like a very simple thing. So we need paper to decorate the inside. What about that? That would be pretty, right? It would match, correct? Correct? Yeah, I think it would match. Let's cut that one down. You're in Mississippi, and it's certainly not 18 degrees there either. Yes, it does match. Thank you, Linda. All right, so I'm going to cut it down to 5 1/4. And I got craft lanches going on over here. That's what happens when you stack papers, Linda. By 4. I wonder if my Eileen's will come out either. You heard from Jimmy this morning at bone marrow done last Monday. Oh, that's awesome. He's in full... Oh my God, thank God. Yes. He's in full remission. That's awesome. Woohoo. Let's see if I can get my Eileen's to start coming out. Nope, it just doesn't want to do it. My Eileen's glue doesn't want to do it. I'm going to end up having to use tape all the way around on this stuff. And this is, I believe it's Pink and Main's paper. So I'm going to turn this upside down so that I can give me a little border. Try to line it up even with the white paper. There we go. And then when they open it up, voila. And you can do a stamping here or write a little message. All right, now we need to do the front. And to do the front, I'm going to need a sheet of white paper. Goes back in the hospital May 23rd for the stem cell transplant from his son. Oh. So Denise, B&D Crafts name is Brian. Brian, Bone Tired Travelers is Denise. So that way you guys know who I'm talking to. All right. So I'm going to cut me a panel at 4 1/4. No, I'm going to cut me a panel at 4 by 5 1/4. Okay, measure it right, Linda. 5 1/4. Measure twice, cut once. I say it all the time, and then I don't do it. So, all right, that's going to go here. And then we're going to cut out. We're going to have all of our little animals and stuff. But I need green, and the green grass grew all around, and the green grass grew all around. So I need green grass and blue skies. You know what that means? That means break out the stencil, Linda. Break out the stencil. I need the clouds too. Well, I got the clouds right there. I think this one has a fluffier looking cloud though. Let's see. Yeah, that's so we'll mix and mingle them. Somewhere I have the thing that goes, the mask that goes in here. Hi, Ree. I'm going to say good morning because it's morning here, but I'm sure it's nighttime there. What is it, 3 a.m. there or something? All right, so I'm going to get me a piece of, I'm so glad all of you guys are here with me. Boop, 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 boop. I've been seeing your thing 9:23 p.m. there. Okay. Yeah, Saturday night. Right. By the way, guys, Ree, who just came in, recreates. She is in Australia. So we have Mississippi in the house, Florida in the house. Lisa, I don't know where you're from. Are you from Florida too? Where are you from? I'm trying to. All right, so I'm taping that down so it doesn't go anywhere. And then I think I should do my grass first. So I think the grass should go up about that high right there. I'm going to cover that birdie up. And Ria's been I know I've been seeing your coloring. It's awesome. Ria's been a supporter for a long, long time of mine. She's been one of my OGs, I guess you would say. She's the subscriber that sent me my glass mat. I would still be using that big painted glass that I was using to have a glass mat. All right. You guys are the best, I tell you. I am very blessed. God takes care of me and he brings all of you into my life and I love it. All right, so I have pulled out peeled paint and shabby shutters. Peeled paint, I'm like, that's going to be close to you got a small glass mat? Awesome. Of course I still use it. It's the best thing since sliced bread. I love it. My magnetic one you sent me accidentally got left at a friend's house and I haven't gotten it back. So, and it's been almost 2 years, so I have a feeling I'm not going to see it. All right, so I'm going to, oh, I was saying, guys, I want to apologize for my bouncing around with my brain. But, and then again, I don't want to apologize because that's who I am and I don't want to apologize for being me. So, you know. Ooh, don't do that, phone. Stay still. All right, so let's, it just lets off, Linda. Why are you making it harder? So I'm going to use some peeled paint here. That's not the green that I was thinking that a train is. The CSX trains, the cargo thingies are darker than that. So let's get it dark. Let's get it real dark. Because we're supposed to, the colors are supposed to be train. Linda, do you have the color Kish Flamingo? Yes, I do. Yeah, I have 2 of them actually. I have the, they're not the distress inks though. I have, let me see. I'm pretty sure mine are, I think mine are oxides. I think mine are the oxide. Yeah, let me look because I'm pretty sure mine are the oxide. Yeah, it's one. It's a nice faint pink. It's beautiful. Beautimous. The easiest way for me to find out is because I only have the dip guys. You notice the distress inks, their containers are black, and the oxides, their containers are gray. So in my stack, I can tell what's a distressed versus an oxide by the color of the container. So it shouldn't take me long to find out what color my Kish Flamingo is. Oh no, wait, nope. I've got a distress ink and Kish Flamingo. And then I have an oxide also. So my second one is the oxide, I think. Yeah, you won't have to buy a re-inker as quick. Now that's when, what did I put the wrong color away, guys. Oh no. Instead of putting the Kish Flamingo back, I put the peeled paint back. Come on. Get that peeled paint back out here. All right. All right, in the comment section, tell me, why do we tap our brushes off before we go to the paper? Let's refresh ourselves. I'm testing you. We had this conversation the other day, didn't we? All right, we got some green grass, and the green grass grows all around, and the green grass grows all around. And then I'm going to go up with the clouds. See, if I put that stencil don't line up correctly. That side doesn't. Let's see. Maybe it does. Maybe it's just my brain that's not wanting it to. There we go. So see, that lines up right there, right? And I can tape that down. Get all my tape and get it all taped down real good. Right? And then I come in with my other cloud stencil. See, you can, more than one type of stencil. Yes, to knock off ink globs. Yes. To get excess ink off. Yes. 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 So we're going to come in like this, and we're just going to, start at the top, because that's what we do. We start at the top. Bring it down a little. And then what color are we going to do our sky? Whatever color is on this brush, that's the color of our sky. We're going to do it a little different today. We're going to do our stenciling just a little different. We usually just go down the line like this with all of our clouds, but I'm just going to make one big fluffy cloud along the top. And then I'm going to say, don't move on me. Get back there where you belong. I've never used these stencils like this, guys. So you're witnessing for the first time me realizing what I can actually do with my stencils. And the green grass grows all around, and the green grass grows all around. You know, if you guys have any questions or anything, you can ask me and I will answer. Oh, okay. So the parameters for this card are the project is gift card. And that is why we made the gift card holder on the inside. And then the colors are train. My train are the colors I'm using. That's all I'm saying. Element of science. I'm going to attempt to make an itty bitty little magnifying glass so that our itty bitty little raccoon can hold while he's inspecting the flowers, because we have to randomly add a flower. So we're going to add flowers and mushrooms and all that good stuff. with our little wildlife creatures. So this blue is a mixture of all my blues because I use the same brush for the blue family. I'm trying to get in between because I don't want white there. But I don't want to ruin my grass thing either. I think it'll be better just to... Are we ready for the reveal? This is going to be pretty, guys. We got our grass, which I'm going to have to go over with the blue. And then we got our cloud. We got just our one big cloud, which would be a good place for a sentiment if I figure out what a sentiment I'm going to add. So now I'm just going to take this and I'm just going to right along there, right in there like that. It'll darken up the green, but it'll bring the blue all the way down to the grass because I don't want no white there. It's not competition. It's a challenge. It's to challenge your brain to think outside the box. But there are, you can win goodies like a handmade card from Miss Mary, which I got. I won this week. They chose my name for that, for a handmade card. And then like there's companies that sponsor, so they give away things. Like one time they were giving away the glass board. This month, every month there's 4 different sponsors. Some months it's May, Paper Insider, it's all kinds of different. But the best part is the community, you know, everybody making cards, and you got all skill levels. I think the youngest person who ever submitted a card was 3 years old, you know, and the old, you know, you got from 3 to 100 years old or whatever. But all right, so there we go. We got our scene, our base down. Now we got to cut our animals. I love Craft Roulette. Absolutely love it. Took me a while to actually make a card. I watched it for a while before I did an actual submission. All right. I was introduced it to by a former friend. All right, so I need the fox that's playing. I'm gonna line these babies up and get these little guys cut out. These adorable little creatures. Oh my God, I love wildlife. I love little wildlife critters. The fox and the deer and, you know, all those fun things. Friday nights at 7:10 p.m. Eastern, which would be 6:10 p.m. Central, I believe. I believe that. Anyway, it's 7:10 p.m. Eastern. So whatever your time zone is on Friday nights. And it's a YouTube channel called Craft Roulette. Okay, we got the fox down. Now we need the bunny, the bun. Where'd the little bun go? I think this is him right here. He's so cute. That little bunny's cute. We're going to try to, we're not going to get all them. I should have done it landscape mode. But anyway, I want that raccoon. He's got the hand up, so he would look the best holding a magnifying glass. Since I'm die cutting, I'm going to die cut them all out, but okay, where's that raccoon at? That's a fox. I think this is him. I think this is that guy. I'm going to hold off on the porcupine. He's not going to make it. Well, we got the inside of the card. We can add some of these critters to also. I don't want to cut any part of them off. Oh, sweet, Brian, you're close to that, to the Mug Club. Mug Club is when you get 100 cards, correct? Make sure I'm telling the people correctly. Yeah, I knew you would like that, Ree. The bun bun. And then we got a little mushroom. Probably only going to add one mushroom and like one little flower. We're probably not going to do the Spellbinders one. So yeah, um, when you reach 100 card submission, you become what they call a mug clubber. It's your 100th card. And then they send you a robot stamp, a Craft Roulette stamp set that is the robot. And it's really cute. I'm working towards it, but I'm nowhere near it yet. All right. And Miss Mary is so sweet and so funny. She cracks me up and never fails. She makes me laugh every time she's on. This will be the second little handmade card I've gotten from her. The other one, where did I put it? Um, the other one I got from her, I got because I won on her in review show. Yeah, the hedgehog is cute, but I, I don't see him making it into the cut today. He might, but I don't see it. Let's see. Can we get him in there without interfering with? I think that mushroom's going to be cutting the top off. Let's cut this mushroom so that way it doesn't interfere with our other ones. I just went ahead and while I was stamping and coloring, did a whole bunch of them. I'm like, well, I can always come back later and do more die cutting. And that may not be him. I don't know who that is if it's not him. It's the other hedgehog, Linda. There's another hedgehog on the stamp set that I did not. Thought I left plenty of room here to do these guys. There we go. So we got a bunny. We need a flower. We need some flowers. Get us a blue flower. Trent, they call you something else when you reach 52. What is what do they call you? There's so many cute terminologies. Oh, this thing right here? Yeah. It's a stampendable from LDRS, but yes, it's one of those. I'm on the fence about it. Sometimes it works for me, sometimes it doesn't. I get better pressure when I use my hand. Club 52, that's it. That's right. Thank you, Brian. I'm so glad you're here helping me get out the correct information. All right, so we got a flower, we got a mushroom. We're gonna have to go back and get I love that little fox. He's so cute. The only wildlife animal missing from this set are deer and owls. Oh, that's not gonna work. Come backwards, Linda. I don't have my shim plate on, my adapter plate, because I was using the embossing folders. So I have to reset that up. There we go. That pressure sounds more like it, feels more like it. Hopefully I lined everything up right. And our little card, our little scene is going to be adorable. Absolutely adorable. then I gotta do some fussy cutting because I have a big magnifying glass, but I don't want a big magnifying glass. I want the little one to go in the hand of the raccoon because we have to add science. Oh, parameters. Ree was asking about the parameters. Give me a second here. There's a fox. Here. I don't know if you can read my writing, but that's the parameters. We got the project is gift card, which we made a gift card holder. Colors are train. Element is science. Random is add a flower. All right. Okay, we got all of our little wildlife people cut out. We're gonna need more than one mushroom because it would just look weird to only have one mushroom. So we're gonna cut us out another one. Oh, we could turn the mushroom into a magnifying glass, huh? What is the science? My brain hurts. Where is the train color? All the colors are train colors. They're train colors. They're my train colors. Amtrak has blue on it. CSX has the brown and the yellow and the blue, which we didn't do yellow. And the green, they're cargo cars. I forget what those things are called. I think I don't know if I called them right or not, but all right, let's cut out some more mushrooms here. I only got one die to cut out the mushroom and the flower, so it's going to take me a second to get those cut. Thomas the Tank Engine TV show has all different color trains. Yes. There you go. Yes, freight train. That's it. So between Amtrak and CSX, which is a freight train company that I'm always seeing, well, I used to always see whenever I would leave the house and get caught by a train in Palatka. We don't have no trains here. Okay, I think we need another flower. We need one more flower. Let's do it down here. I think 2 mushrooms, 1, 2, and 3 flowers. I think that'll work. I think we need a little ladybug or something too. All right, let's run the flower through one more time. And the science that I'm using is biology, the study of living things. That's just a quick recap of the definition of it. Good morning, Sharon. You're up making earrings? Awesome. I love it when y'all are crafting at the same time. All right. So, this is my thinking, y'all. Put him here with a magnifying glass. Put the bun. Oh, I should have done it landscape mode. They're not all gonna fit. He has to go on the inside. Maybe we'll put bun on the inside too. And then that way everything will fit. So we'll put flowers here. Flower down here. We'll put a mushroom. Come on, fingers, cooperate with me. And a mushroom there. I could but I'm not going to. Because I already got the base for the gift card that I need. See, I made my own little pop-up gift card holder. See? And that's going on the front of this. So no, I don't want to, no. We're going to stick to landscape. And we will put these guys on the inside. And just tuck him behind that like that. All right. And I need a magnifying glass for him. Wish me luck on this one. All right. Where's my pencil? All right. So I'm going to go. That eraser stinks. Don't erase with it. Just cut it off where you want it. There we go. So the handle needs to be about like that. And then a circle about like that. I have an itty bitty circle die. Let's make sure that if I'm going to cut the center out, which we could just use a hole punch, but I want to make sure that that needs to be bigger. So I'm going to hold that right there like that. I'm just going to cheat and draw just like that. I hope you guys can see what I'm doing over here. There we go. So let's cut this center out first, and then we can fussy cut it out of the big paper once the hole out of the center is there. You're using small diaper pins for your new pair of earrings? Oh, cool. I want to see them. You guys need to go to my Facebook group. It doesn't look super active because, well, Melissa and I are really the only ones who ever post in it. But post the stuff you're making so I can see what you're doing too. Unless you're sharing it on your YouTube channel. And if you're sharing it on your YouTube channel, let me know so I can go check it out. Let me know. You can put your channel name in the description so that other people can check you out too if you have a channel you want people to see. All right. I need to find my good eraser so that I can erase these lines without a bunch of... Oh, you only have YouTube? Oh, okay. You know, you can... I don't know if you can, but some people, like I can, share the community cup. I gotta get all my circles put. They stuck to the back of my magnet in there. All right, I'll worry about this after the show. All right now, where is my good pencil? My pencil with the good eraser. or my good eraser. Where's my good eraser at? Here we go. This should be able to erase it without making ugly, ugly, ugly marks. If we sharpen this, we'll get a thinner line. Okay, that should work. And then just like that. All right, so I got that little line. Oh, this is hard. I'm gonna have to break out my magnifying glass just so I can see what I'm doing here. Not gonna be perfect, but it's gonna be perfectly mine. There we go. We got a little magnifying glass. You're off to get some sleep. All right, Reed. I hope you get a lot of sleep. All right. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this handy dandy little thing, and I'm gonna get my gray marker. I'm gonna get my N0. Any light gray marker will work. Any neutral light gray marker, you know. Or I could have done this like out of like metallic silver paper. Would have been cool, but I don't know why I'm straining my eyes like this. Because it's gonna be cute. Okay. So that's as far as I'm concerned. Maybe we'll put a little darker gray handle on it. There we go. And now we got a magnifying glass. So put him like this, put this like that, and put the flower in it like that. So he looks like he's looking at the flower. Yay? Was it worth the effort that I made? I think it will be. I wonder how many people are going to actually get that, see that haven't watched the thing we're doing. All right. We're going to need something to say up there. We need to glue. And let's start by gluing our magnet onto our magnifying glass onto our little raccoon's hand. And we're just going to take this just like that. And we're going to put him on the card. Oh, wait, we'll put the flower behind the magnifying glass so that it's visible. I hope you guys can see what I'm doing down here. So I'm putting the flower on the back of the magnifying glass. So I'm just going to glue it all down together instead of trying to line it up on the card. Just like that. And then we'll put our little fox on. Our little playful fox. Needs a butterfly on his nose. He needs a butterfly on his nose. So like he's looking at the flowers. He could be playing with the butterflies or a birdie. I think a butterfly would be great. So we're gonna put that there. And I should probably pop dot that, but I'm proud of the way he came out colored. I'm pretty tickled with that. Yeah, I'm gonna put that flower right there. I could always stick the hedgehog right there. And that'll keep within the element of 3. We're going to put the hedgehog right there where I just put him because I think he's cute there and it covers up that big green space. So he's watching what the raccoon is doing, going, oh, I want a magnifying glass. I want to see too. And the bunny will go on the inside. All right. And then we got to figure out what we're doing for our sentiment. Which I can add that later. I don't know what I'm going to add to it. I don't know what I want it to say. If I want it to say celebrate or I don't know. Thinking of you or bloom wildly. Who knows? I don't know. Actually, it'll need to be something to do with the gift card, right? Right. So we're just gonna put that on like that. It's not straight, but it's okay. It ain't perfect, but neither am I. And then we will put our bun right here. Put the little bunny. And Judy's mama would call them babbits. I'll put the little babbit right there. Just like that. And then later I can stamp something here and stamp something there. So there we have it. I have to figure out what I'm going to put there, but there's our gift card holder card. So what y'all think about that? Opinions? Constructive criticism? That's my Craft Roulette card for this week. So let's double check our parameters. Now, where did I put my book? So do I have gift card holder? Gift card? Yes, I have a place for the gift card. Colors train. Amtrak. Silver and blue, right? CSX trains. Oh, thank you, Brian. CSX trains, they have orange, brown, green, and red freight cars. So that's my train colors. And then random add a flower, we got 3. So I've met all the parameters. Yay! All right, guys, I hope you're enjoying your Saturday. You have a great Saturday. And if you make a Craft Roulette card, thank you, Sharon. Make sure you submit it to Craft Roulette, and then we can see it, because they'll do a showcase, well, a random showcase at the beginning while you're waiting for everybody to come in, and they let all the cards that were submitted. They do a random you too, Denise, a random slideshow. Sometimes your card may not make it because there's over 300 and something cards that get submitted. Oh yeah, today is National Scrapbook Day. I'm probably going to have to watch a couple videos on how to do that, because I got that 8x6 book that I won from Simple Stories. I've showed it in the last few lives. I don't know if you were in here, but see, I won the album. Came with all the Tea Garden collection stuff. It's got all these cool things in here. So maybe I'll attempt a scrapbook layout. All right, I'm going to let you go. Last song of the morning. So long, farewell. Bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, boom, boom, be-dum, dum.